Hello, and welcome to our talk show about Daisy Miller, a study. Okay, so today we have the theme of the natural reaction versus the cultured reaction. Alright, first things first. We have the definition of common. This is our first image. The definition of common states, showing a lack of taste and refinement, vulgar. Now this takes place within Daisy Miller, a study, because Mrs. Costello described this family as common, but in reality this shows her envy towards the Millers because they treated Eugenio, their courier, with more respect than most people would because he's a servant of sorts. Now this definition would be incorrect because they have that refinement and that taste because they're kind to the courier. Alright.
Okay, our second example is the part of Daisy Miller where her and Winterbourne go to Chateau de Chillon and she kind of acts in her own way because people expect her to just be quiet and appreciate the history, but she tries to make conversation with him the whole time, so that's kind of different and people don't usually do that. And for our picture, we have a picture of the Chateau de Chillon. So that's our second example.
Yep. Alright, and our next example from Daisy Miller consists of the party scene. So Mrs. Walker refused to talk to Daisy because she arrived very late to the party. But in reality, Daisy was just being proper. She was helping out Giovanelli with his piano lessons and his singing. So for the image, we have a picture of a microphone because it symbolizes Daisy's helpfulness. And this shows that naturally Daisy is more of a helpful person, while the cultured response was to act out negatively because that's not typically what the cultured response or action people would do.
And for one of our examples of the conflict in another literature piece, we chose Pearl as an example because she kind of acts out in her own way because she doesn't relate to Puritan belief. She's kind of like elfish, wild child, and she also connects herself to nature a lot. For our picture, we chose a picture of Pearl, and you can see she's like really close to nature and always wants to like act out and not be like all the other children in the Puritan village.
From the outcasts of Poker Flat, and all of the outcasts, so Mr. Oakhurst, Uncle Billy, Mother Shipton, and the Duchess, they were sent away for being themselves. Naturally, they did things to get certain, whether it be money or if they were just doing what they wanted to do. The cultured response was for them to leave. So the community reacted in a very negative way, which was the cultured response. For our symbol, we have do not enter because they were forced out of town and they were not allowed to come back.
And then the overall theme we thought Henry James wanted the reader to get out of it was that the story overall portrayed the theme of being yourself and that you don't always have to do what everybody expects you to do, and to also take risks because in the story, Winterbourne liked Daisy but was afraid of being rejected by her, even though she really would have said yes if he asked her. Despite this, even though people didn't really like her, she still remained true to herself and did everything she wanted. And so overall, he wants us to be happy with ourselves and do what makes us happy overall.
Thanks for watching Dani and Shay. See you next week. Woo!